Welcome. Welcome to my stream. Broken Sword. Again, Reforged. Let's continue. From where I stopped yesterday. There we go. Oh, just a moment. I want to check something. Okay. Is that working? Okay. Okay. Everything fine. Okay. There we go.
The farmer's craggy face was set in a mask of aesthetic appreciation. His feet were set in a pair of manure-caked boots.
Okay.
Hi, do you speak English?
Well, no, what if I was to say no? An implication of cognizance shrouded in denial. A pretty poser of a paradox indeed.
I gave him the look I'd perfected when I was 12 and was going to be the greatest hypnotist of all time. It was a killer.
Are you attempting to hypnotize me, or is it the constipation you're suffering?
I was a little out of practice.
Okay.
Good book?
A book? It's a passport to a world of fantasy and imagination.
Yeah, what's the title?
Creative Shelving for Beginners, the 1978 edition.
What?
What's so cool about home improvement?
There's nothing like it. The resinous autumnal aroma of seasoned wood, the rhythmic rasp of the play. Ah, no wonder our Lord came to earth as the son of a humble carpenter. I bet he was a wizard with a chisel and a length or two before.
Okay. Anything more about this book?
Surely the portrayal of Christ's adoptive family as humble artisans is a symbolic metaphor.
I don't know about that, but I know they were carpenters. Haven't you read the book?
Well, no. But I have seen The Greatest Story Ever Told, and I don't recall Jesus putting up any shelves.
Okay.
Have you seen Professor Pegram?
No, he's packed up and gone.
Do you happen to know where?
Back in England, I suppose.
Do you think Pegram's disappearance is due to the curse?
Look at the facts. He dug up the gem. He disappeared. Bingo. It doesn't take a degree in mathematics to work that one out, does it? You don't have to be a smarty Pythagoras with a calculator.
I guess not.
Pegram has run off with the gem.
What can you tell me about the castle?
Not much, I'm sorry to say. Most of its history is long forgotten. Ah, but if these old stones could only speak, what stories they'd tell. Stories to make your toes curl and your blood run cold. You know, this castle is said to be over 600 years old.
600 years old.
Who built the castle?
Okay.
Mad Phelan, the first lord of Lochmarne. Well, I say lord, but actually he was little more than a village
Okay.
chieftain. He built his castle from the remains of the Templar preceptory.
What?
Where was the site of the Templar preceptory?
Right here on Temple Hill. Phelan built right on top of the old wall. It's said that deep beneath these walls there's a Templar chapel.
Okay.
Did Pegram discover the chapel?
I don't know. His workers were sworn to secrecy.
Do you mind if I climb up your haystack to get into the castle?
What? You'd break your stupid neck for sure. Do you think I'd stand by and see your brains dashed out?
I'd be very careful, and I promise not to sue.
You won't get the chance, not while I'm here to stop you.
What do you make of this matchbook?
Seems ordinary enough to me.
Have you any use for this towel?
Whatever gave you that idea? Oh dear me, no.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, but I wouldn't trust him. His eyes are too close together. He's not a friend of yours, is he?
Oh no, far from it. In fact, I believe it's the face of a killer.
I knew it! Piggy eyes. Can't trust him.
Oh, okay. Right.
Does this false nose mean anything to you?
You're a circus clown.
No, but I got this from someone who disguised himself as a clown.
Is that a fact? Why did you do that now?
He's a psychotic killer. I think he may be connected with Peagram's disappearance. Would you like to shake my hand?
What is this? I don't do that male bonding stuff.
Okay.
I have to go now.
What do we have here?
On the back of the cart was a crazily stacked tower of hay bales, leaning precariously against the castle wall.
Get away, you silly noodle! Can't you see the load's unstable?
Yeah. Okay. What more do we have around here?
The gates were made of solid, age-blackened wood.
And locked, of course.
Pushing with all my strength got me nowhere. They didn't budge. I really need to start working out.
What more do we have around here? Do we have anything else around here? Okay. I guess nothing for now.
Hey, McGuire,
What do you want to know?
are you sure Fitzgerald worked at the dig?
Oh, yes. It was him, all right. Would I tell a lie?
Well, he denies it.
I saw them together only last night.
I wish you'd told me that sooner. What were they doing?
Pegram gave Fitzy a box. He didn't look too happy about it.
I knew it. But how am I going to persuade him to part with it?
Break his fingers.
Nah, I couldn't do that.
I could.
Thanks for the offer, kid, but I'll try a more subtle approach.
Chinese burns?
Do you know where I could find Fitzgerald?
He's inside, but you won't get no sense out of him.
How come? Is he drunk?
He's like a frightened rabbit. A real bag of nerves. Why, the fella's scared of his own shadow.
I heard that Pegram had found a legendary gem.
That's right. It's been the talk of Lochmarne all week.
You haven't seen the gem, have you?
Hell no. I reckon Pegram made off with it. If I was him, I'd go to Amsterdam, chop it up and sell it. He could be living the life of Riley instead of digging holes.
What's Fitzgerald scared of?
Everything and everyone.
So I shouldn't have any trouble getting him to talk.
He's a pushover, but don't scare him too much. Try the soft touch. Butter him up a bit.
Okay.
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
Back inside. So,
Hello.
McGuire says he saw you working at the dig. What's more, he saw you talking with Pegram.
I knew this would happen. I knew I'd get caught. Just my luck. Grasped up by a delinquent and a dimwit.
I need to talk to Professor Pegram, if he's still alive.
What do you mean? Is he in danger?
Yeah, you too, if I'm right.
You're not from the Social Security.
Hell no. What makes you think that?
Well, I was claiming benefit at the same time I was working for Pegram.
I'm not in a position to make judgments, Sean. That's between you and your conscience.
Uh,
All I want is to talk to Pegram about the gem.
But he's not
I'm
here.
enjoying the
I
game.
know that,
It's
but he left that
quite
package
funny
with
at times.
you, didn't he?
Okay, what do you have here?
So where did Pegram go?
I don't know. I swear it. He came to see me early this morning. Said he was leaving.
Living. Living what?
He asked me to give this package to a guy called Marquet.
Marquet?
Show me what's in the package, Sean.
I can't do that.
Why not?
I promised the professor.
So what? You didn't have any qualms about your benefit scam. So where's the harm in taking a peek inside Peagram's package?
You don't know these people. I can't. I don't dare.
What did Peagram find at the castle?
The entrance to an underground chamber. It was filled with earth and rubble, and Pegram had us dig it out. We uncovered a secret room, a hidden chapel.
Hidden chapel?
Did Peagram find the gem in the altar room?
I don't know. He made us leave and wouldn't tell us why. Half an hour later he came out, white as a sheet.
They was
He closed
okay,
down the dig and locked
busy,
up the
I
castle,
guess.
sent us all away.
From the sound of it, Peagram had discovered more than just the gem. This is your last chance to show me the package, Fitzgerald. I've been patient with you, but now it's time to kick ass.
But he'll kill me!
Who will?
Man from Paris, Jack Marquet. Pegram told me if I gave him the package unopened, I'd hear no more about it. But if I double-crossed Marquet, I'd be dead.
Okay.
I'll deal with Jacques Marquet.
What?
Give the package
Well?
to me.
No, why should I trust you? I don't know who to trust anymore. I wish I'd never even heard of the Lochmarne gem.
Okay, where is he going now? Didn't sound good. That's broken sword. Reforged.
Hey, I just seen a big
Remaster of a classic.
Get out of here,
point-and-click
Maguire.
adventure.
Come back when you're old enough. What's the lad howling about?
A big red sports car. Sean Fitzgerald's been runned over.
Get out! Noisy little tyke. Maybe
Other
you
than
should
this
send out
game,
some medicinal brandy makers. Oh, not me.
Usually Dragon
too,
Age
neither.
Origins, but not today. I mean, I have about 50 videos of it on my YouTube channel now, but I needed more relaxed space today.
I was telling the
Uh,
truth about Fitzy, mister.
Also playing.
Okay, calm
what
down.
more?
Now tell me what happened.
I was
I
playing
was standing
Horizon
here,
Zero Dawn,
minding my own business,
and
when I saw this beautiful red sports
a bit of
car
Fallout
coming
3.
up over the hill. Would you look at that, says I. And I going over to take a closer look. Next thing, Fitzy comes tearing out of the pub and nearly knocks me on my ass. Well, the car just flies at him. It was too fast for poor old Fitzy, and hit him an awful wallop. He goes flying up on top. Jesus, says I thought he was a goner. Next thing, the driver hops out, and I couldn't believe my eyes. He was dressed like
yeah,
a
I
bloody
also started
pixie.
recently The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, but that's on hold for now.
Did Fitzgerald drop anything when he was hit?
I didn't see. It all happened so fast.
Did this pixie have a scar on his cheek?
I couldn't see.
No,
He was wearing
Call
a
of Duty I
stupid
don't play.
mask.
Never
Are you a
never
special
like
agent?
them.
Sorry to disappoint you, kid, but
Marvel,
I'm not.
you have to be more specific. There are more than one Marvel games.
See you later, kid.
I
Okay,
own
mister.
probably a few of them, but haven't played them yet. What's that now?
The plastic cover had been smashed by the pixie's car, revealing a switch.
Which?
I pushed the switch down, but in doing so it snapped off in my hand.
Uh-huh. Well, then what now? You can't open
I
this.
tugged at the trapdoor, but it was locked from the inside.
I don't get it. Wait, maybe? But any chance this will work? No. That's not working.
It was impossible to return the switch to its original position.
Okay, but what did the switch do?
I took hold of the grating and pulled hard, but it didn't move.
Check inside. Don't see anything new. Maybe up there. I still don't see anything that happened. What did that switch do? Well, must have done something. Okay. This is not going anymore. What do I have here? I highly doubt that will do anything, but worth a try.
The workman's key was the obvious tool to use to open this trapdoor. It was specifically designed for a job like this. Unfortunately, there weren't any holes in the trapdoor.
Okay. How about not that one? Not that item. That item.
I tried to use the keys to lever up the grating, but that wasn't going to happen.
Okay.
Hey, McGuire!
What do you want to know?
Oh, nothing was.
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
Damn it, I played the original game way too long ago. I don't remember much.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
No, I don't think ordering another.
I don't
beer
want
is a good
anything.
idea.
Just give me a shout when you do.
Hey! Hello there again, mister. What do you know about leprechauns, Doyle?
Leprechauns? Is it the little people you're talking about? Sure, and a cousin of mine was wed to one.
Oh, come on. Do you really expect me to believe that?
It's the truth, I'm telling you. She fell asleep on a fairy ring, see? When she woke up, there he was. A little fella. All in green.
Okay.
Tell me more about your cousin and the leprechaun.
Oh, no.
Well, young Mary was speechless, especially when the leprechaun up and spoke to her. Be my bride, me darling, says he, and she'll never want for riches again. Okay, says she, and he slips a ring of daisies on her finger.
Amen.
So there you are, proof that the little people exist.
Well, that's no proof. All you have is her word for it.
Not so. The following spring, she had a little baby.
Okay.
Did the leprechaun's promise come true?
What promise was that now?
That she'd never want for riches again.
Now, there's the strangest thing. She never did.
I thought you said she was claiming the social part.
Indeed, Mr. O'Brien. But there's riches and riches. She told me, Pat, she says, that little darling boy is all the riches in the world to me.
Okay.
Bye for now. Excuse me, Mr. O'Brien.
Hello there. What now?
The boy told me Fitzgerald was driven away in the car that hit him.
McGuire's always spinning wild yarns. I don't know where he gets them from. Television, I expect, or comics. If I was you, I'd take what he says with a generous pinch of salt.
McGuire's tale about the car sounds quite plausible to me. He says the driver was dressed like a leprechaun.
That boy has a head full of fluffy toys.
Goodbye for now.
Old man, maybe the old man can... I don't know, I'm...
Hello again.
What?
What's that you're making?
It's a necklace, me bucko.
Oh, sure. Made out of steel wire?
That's right. A necklace for my pretty one. When my little lover feels it round her slender neck, she'll be mine. All mine.
Okay, that was weird.
If I was a woman, I wouldn't think much of a wire necklace.
It's not made for a woman. I've got my sights on tastier dishes than women. Flesh as smooth and tender as a maiden's. Bones as soft and white as a newborn babe's. Rabbit's
What?
blood. That's what gets my juices flowing.
Okay. Rabbits.
Ah, so you're making snares to trap rabbits.
That's right. Do you have a problem with that?
Damn right I do. Isn't it painful?
Only if I get me fingers caught.
I'm talking about the rabbits. Do they feel much pain?
You bet.
Could you use this towel?
I could, but it wouldn't be much use for anything else.
You could make use of this tissue.
Never use them. Those things are unhygienic.
Okay.
I'll see you later.
What do we have here? Maybe the phone can help.
Allô? Goulard. J'écoute.
Nico?
Who is this?
It's me, George.
Oh, hello, George. Where are you?
I'm in Ireland.
What's it like there?
Kind of sleepy. Comatose, even.
Did you get to talk to Picarin?
I haven't found him yet. I figured I'd call you first. Are you okay?
Oh, sure I am. Don't worry about me, George. Any signs of our friend the clown?
You're kidding. He probably never even heard of Lochmarne.
Okay, that was not helpful.
Somehow, I felt strangely compelled.
Okay.
Excuse
Maybe
me.
I should.
Yes, sir?
May I have another beer, please?
Certainly, sir. Same again?
Yeah, please. How is this stuff made?
That's the secret of the master brewer, sir. Each barrel is lovingly manhandled in time-honored fashion, suspended on skillfully tied ropes of the finest hemp, lowered into the cellar, utilizing the forces of original gravity, like manna from heaven.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but the pump appears to be broken.
I could fix it for you.
I don't think so. This is a job for a professional electrician. Oh well, at least the glass washer is still working. It's not my dear, is it?
Thanks.
Okay. Now what?
Get out.
I could try to fix your glass washer.
Oh no, not unless you're a qualified electrician.
Okay, that actually might work.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
It just so happens I'm an electrician. Check out my credentials.
Well, no. Isn't that marvelous? Ha, here's a house bedeviled with faulty wiring of a wayward nature. Here's you, an electric man, with a little plastic card to prove it. I still want to see what you can do before I let you touch me beer pumps. You can make a start on the glass washer. And when you finish that, will you take a look at the pumps?
Okay. Let's start by unplugging it. Check the plug.
I used all my knowledge of electrical engineering to examine the plug. Seemed fine to me. There was nothing physically wrong with the glass washer.
Then what now? Okay, I'm guessing here. I don't have any clue what I'm doing. I honestly have no clue what I'm doing right now. Oh, maybe
Hello?
Nico.
Good luck.
Nico?
Who is this?
It's me, George. Are you okay?
Yes,
Well, Kate,
yeah. Any signs of our friend?
you're kidding. He probably...
Nah, same conversation. That's not helpful. Um.
Well,
what?
are you going to fix this glass washer or not?
If I just knew how. Would be useful.
As soon as the old guy looked away, I grabbed his piece of wire.
Now, wire with the flag. Probably not a good idea, but hey, that seems to be working.
I replaced the fuse with a piece of wire. I knew it was dangerous, but I was desperate enough to disregard everything I knew about standard safety precautions. Excuse me, Mr. Leary. I fixed your glass washer, no problem.
Bingo! And a blessing to all the saints. A free half pint to that man, on the house. Now, could you take a look at the beer pumps?
Well, I guess so, but I'm not making any promises.
If you can't fix them, I'll have a riot on me hands.
The pumps are in the cellar, right?
That's right. You'll find a flashlight down there somewhere.
Okay, progress.
What a dumb place to store a flashlight. A dark cellar. The only way I was going to find anything down there was to feel around.
Okay. Lever. Let's start with the lever.
I pushed the lever and heard the grating of metal, but nothing appeared to happen.
Interesting. But there's nothing else in here. Absolutely nothing else. Probably did something outside. Did say metal. What about the trapdoor? Maybe the trapdoor is now open? Oh,
I lifted
Yes.
the trap door, and an overpowering smell of stale beer rose from the cellar below. I looked down on a stone-tiled floor, way too far to jump.
oh.
Excuse me.
There was a nasty feeling in my guts I usually associated with light opera. It was Khan. What's the problem?
Did you see what happened here a few minutes ago?
What was that?
A man was involved in an unfortunate accident.
I didn't see anything.
What about the boy?
He doesn't know anything either. The kid, well, you know how it is in these rural communities. Not enough genes to go round. I prayed McGuire had the sense to keep his mouth shut. Was the guy hurt bad?
He's been taken care of, but he thinks he dropped a small parcel. You didn't happen to find it, did you?
If I had, I would have taken it to the police.
Of course. Thank you.
Okay.
It wasn't my nerves that stopped me jumping. It was my damned legs. They wouldn't move. The trap door gave access to the cellar of the bar.
But I have no way to go down there. Oh. Why?
The workman's key was the obvious tool. It was specific on four. The trap
nothing.
door gave.
Okay, then. How do you get down there? I can't.
Hey, McGuire.
What do you want to know?
No, nothing.
See you later,
working.
kid.
Okay, mister.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
No, nothing.
I don't want anything. Just give me a shout when you do.
I'm obviously missing. Oh, wait. There's light now.
Then I noticed a flash of light, something sparkling beneath the open trap door. It was Peagrim's gem, all right. A large, uncut blue stone. As I held it aloft, I realized the fascination it could command. I guess I was already under its spell.
Did you find it?
What?
Whatever you was looking for.
Yeah. Listen, McGuire, I want you to keep this to yourself.
No problemo. Just chuck us up a crate of lager.
No way, you're not old enough.
We can sell it and make some cash.
Forget it, kid. I couldn't betray Mr. Leary's trust.
I could, for sure. That old misery guts deserves it.
If you want to do me a favor, keep a lookout for that guy in the suit.
Okay. But it'll cost you a packet of chips.
Oh, and shout if you see that Ferrari.
Okay, so what do we have here?
It was a couple of paper sacks filled with trash. I searched the trash, but there was nothing useful there. It was a bunch of cleaning materials.
And?
I looked among the cleaning materials, but saw nothing I could use. It was an empty carton which had once contained caustic soda. The carton was damp and soggy, useless. It was a calendar with a faded photograph of a prize-winning carp.
Okay. Stop.
It was a rusty faucet. The faucet creaked, coughed, and spewed out a stream of rusty-colored water.
Oh, that's a good that does.
I shut off the faucet as tight as I could, but it kept on dripping.
Okay, I'm not sure. I think I went to everything here.
The slow drip of water barely dampened the towel.
Okay,
The
that's
faucet creaked, coughed, and spewed out a stream of rusty-colored water.
nice. Okay, not sure why do that, but it's possible.
I held the
Fine, it is.
towel under the faucet and soaked it with water. I shut off the faucet as tight as I could, but it kept on dripping.
Yeah, it kept on dripping. Got it. Okay, so yeah, we back up there something. I doubt it. Unless... Don't think so.
That is not a good idea.
Yeah, of course it's not.
No. That is not a good idea.
But then what is?
Hi, it's me again.
So I see. What now?
Did you happen to see a red sports car down on the road?
I caught a glimpse of a flash of red on the hill and heard the racket. Sure, it was an awful noise. A sports car, you say?
A Ferrari, to be exact.
A racing car? And what was it doing here? The poor fella must have been lost.
The driver of the Ferrari was involved in an accident.
Is that so?
Yeah, he knocked somebody down outside the bar.
What an idiot! How could a thing like that happen?
He was traveling too fast.
So fast, he ran right under the car?
I mean, the car was traveling too fast.
But you'd have thought the idiot could have heard it coming.
Maybe you
Okay.
know the guy who was hit by the Ferrari. His name is Sean Fitzgerald.
Oh, I know him all right. That's me nephew, the idiot responsible for the stacking of my hay cart. Was he killed by the car?
Oh no, but he has been abducted.
Well, that's a relief now.
A relief?
Aren't you going to
Really?
look for your nephew?
What for? From what you say, it's too late.
Well, you could report the matter to the police.
Better not. Besides, what could they do?
Well, they could mount a search.
They have only the one bicycle between them. In a question of superior acceleration, I put me money on the Ferrari.
I think you ought to know exactly what Sean has gotten himself into.
I'm not sure I want to know.
But you're his uncle, his own flesh and blood.
You're right, but what can I do? If I'm not here to guard it, some idiot might try to climb the haystack. What a moral dilemma. Stay here and guard this potentially lethal agricultural construction, or to go off in search of the prodigal nephew, the very man responsible for said hazard? It'll need some thinking about.
Why, there's no problem.
You're right. Why didn't I think of it before? We'll demolish the haystack.
You don't have to demolish the haystack to go look for Sean. I'll stay here in your place and warn anyone who's silly enough to climb it.
Marvelous. I think I should start me inquiries in the bar.
Okay.
He
So-
strode off in the direction of McDevitt's bar,
Stupidly easy.
leaving me to contemplate the stack of hay.
Okay. And... What? We climb it?
The stack of hay stopped, short of the top of the wall. Even if I stretched as far as I could, the wall was out of reach. What I needed was a slice or two of Alice's Wonderland. Above my head was a gap in the wall where the massive stones had fallen away.
Okay. What are the...
Maybe not. No.
Okay, I'm guessing. What? I'm guessing completely, I know, but...
That is not a good idea.
Okay, then... What? What? Doesn't seem to be anything else. Wait, what? Oh,
I inserted the end of the lifting key in the mortarless crack and gave it a firm shove. It remained lodged in the wall, jutting out to form a step. I tugged at the lifting key and found it was held quite securely.
okay. Nice. A goat. All with a leather. A goat. Hello. What more do we have here?
It was a rusted piece of iron, maybe part of a plow or something.
Wow. Can we do anything with it? Uh. Okay. Goat is a problem. Okay, got it. Not. Don't get close to the goat. Yeah, of course not. No. Okay, so if you can get close to the plow, maybe can I at least get to the ladder? No. What the hell? How do you get rid of that goat? Stupid goat. There is the in system, but I'm rather not use it if I don't absolutely have to. Okay, so no. Guess I'm missing something in order to progress in this part. So go back.
Hey, McGuire.
What do you want to know?
What do you make of this, kid?
Hey, that's one of Leary's towels. He'll skin you alive.
That old windbag doesn't scare me. Anyhow, I'm only borrowing it.
You're pretty cool, mister. For an old guy.
Okay.
Want a closer look at the gem, McGuire?
No, I don't. Jewels is for girls. You'd better hide that, mister. What if the pixie comes back? You'll be in trouble then.
I don't believe in pixies. Underneath that costume is a psychotic killer.
Smart.
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
Hello again.
Yeah, come on.
What?
Nope.
I'll see you later. Hello.
Ah, hello there. Let me introduce you to my pals.
We've already met. I want you to know you have my sympathy.
Oh, it's just terrible, awful.
It's the worst news I heard all day.
It's top the bad news all right for this week and the next.
The whole year.
It's worse than that. It's the worst disaster in living memory.
Isn't it the biggest calamity in the history of the village?
I would say it's the biggest in the history of Ireland.
The most awesome disaster since mankind paddled out of the primal plop.
There's no beer.
Yeah, I knew they were gonna say that.
Is a glass of beer more important than a man's life?
Were you talking to me?
To all of you. Sean Fitzgerald has met with God knows what, and all you can do is drink.
Sean has gone for a ride in a flash car, that's all. Why don't you calm down and join us?
What about Sean? Why aren't you out looking for him?
There's no point in launching an ill-equipped expedition to save the lad. In a life-or-death situation, preparation is essential. That's why I slipped in here.
For a point.
What do you think of my flashlight?
Those electric lamps are useful but limited in lifespan in my experience. I was given one for my birthday, but it stopped working after a month.
Well, the battery was probably drained.
What? Nobody told me. I threw it away.
I gotta go.
There got to be something somewhere I'm missing.
The carton was damp and soggy. Useless.
Oh,
I tried to pull the lever, but it wouldn't move with the trap door open.
since there's nothing else in here. I am absolutely not sure what to do. Oof. Can we cover the trapdoor? No.
I considered tying the towel to the grating, but it seemed pointless.
Probably is pointless.
No way.
Okay. Well, if I'm not missing anything anywhere else, then back to the goat. Back to the goat. Though I still don't know how to get past the goat. If anybody got any ideas, I'll be more than happy to listen. What am I doing? Not quite sure. I have no idea. Okay, I guess I'm officially stuck. I'm gonna use the game L for the first time. The god is own worst enemy. Ow. Ow. Ow is the god its own worst enemy. I don't get it. Can I make it charge at something and will get it stuck? What? Let's do the next hint. Because I'm really stuck. You can't. 3 more minutes until I can. Talk to
Hey,
the
Billy. The animal fixed on me with an evil glare. Behind the malice and resentment, there was a cool intelligence. How you doing, boy? I felt as threatened as I'd been by the assassin and his goons in Paris. It was the fiercest, meanest-looking old goat I'd ever laid eyes upon.
Yeah, and it's blocking the path without any visible way of getting through. Sorry about that. Yeah, what now? I'm at a complete loss here. I really do. I really am. I don't know what am I doing next. Can't reach that. I'm curious. Oh. No, stay here. I have no idea how to progress. Yeah, come on! How do I get past the damn goat? The inside, the goat is its own worst enemy. So, what the hell does that mean?
Hmm.
No. No. I don't get it. I really don't get it. And I finished the original version of the game years ago. I can't. That's not what I meant to do. Can't remember how to get past the goat. Ah, int. Let's see what's the next is. Timing? It's a timing game? What do I need to extend the able I need? It's the timing where I don't see how timing is working here. Oh, what do I need? No. Timing? Timing?
Uh,
What does timing have to do with this?
hmm.
I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. How does timing... Timing? Timing for what? Oh, come on. Timing for... I don't get it. What? Timing? Timing with what? As soon as a step close enough, it just tackles.
No way. The goat's movements were restricted by a halter tied to a metal post.
Yeah. So,
The goat's movements were restricted by a halter tied to a metal post.
that doesn't help though.
It was a rusted piece of iron, maybe part of a plow or something.
No.
The goat's movements were restricted by a halter tied to a metal post.
And that was good. That does. Ow! I thought of that, but ow! That's impossible. Um, that's great. I know what to do. I just don't know how to do it. Great. About timing. How is this about timing?
It was a rusted...
Uh, no, no. For real. I have no. No idea to do that. Oh fuck. Ah, damn it. Still not enough time. Okay, anyone knows how to get the goat stuck on that? Because I can't figure it out. I really can't.
The goat's movements were restricted by a halter tied to a metal post.
Yeah, and it doesn't stop it from knocking me down all the time. Come on, what's the next thing? What?
The
Okay.
rope by which the goat was tethered had become tangled on the old plowshare.
I never thought of that. Ugh.
It was a rusted piece of iron, maybe part of a plow or something.
Yeah. Goodbye, goat. Yeah. Down we go. Okay, what's that? Statue.
It
What
was a
was the statue?
statue which had fallen from its place on the wall. 5 fingers of stone projected from the back of the carving.
Pick it up. No.
The statue was too heavy to lift. It overbalanced into the sand.
And can we lift it back up?
As I swung the stone upright, I noticed it had left a pattern of holes in the sand.
Okay, interesting. Probably need to put something in the bottom in there, but I don't have anything. Maybe what's with the sack?
The sack contained a fine white powder. As I dipped my fingers into the soft white powder, I realized what it was. Plaster of Paris. I'd used it in kindergarten, to make casts of animal paw prints.
Okay.
The bench had probably been used by Pegram and his archaeological team. The only object on the table which interested me was a small sack. Behind the altar was a carved panel decorated with animals, birds, and plants. There was a pattern of 5 holes arranged on the wall. They'd been drilled there deliberately. I placed my fingers and thumb into the holes in the wall. Nothing happened.
Okay. I think let's put that into this also.
I sprinkled the plaster on the sand until the holes were filled.
Now I guess we need water. Wet towel?
I squeezed the towel as hard as I could, but it was barely damp.
Barely damp. How do I get it more damp? Okay. Guess I need more water. Somehow. Let's go and get.
The faucet creaked, coughed, and spewed out a stream of rusty-colored water.
Okay. Again.
I held the towel under the faucet and soaked it with water.
Repeat it again.
The towel was already as wet as it was going to get.
Okay. What is it? Okay, come on, faster, faster. Move faster. Come on, move faster. Maybe. Oh,
The trickle of water was quickly absorbed by the plaster. A lump of hardened plaster lay on the sand at my feet. The plaster cast was a pretty neat replica of the back of the stone, complete with protruding fingers.
Okay,
I eased the solid piece of plaster from the sand.
that's
Underneath,
good.
it had formed a perfect copy of the statue.
Let's place it in there.
The hardened plaster cast fitted snugly into the 5 matching sockets. There was a soft thud, then silence.
Cool. Stone door. Let's save.
A flight of stairs led down into darkness.
Then my guess is use the flashlight. No, just go in there. What?
So, where did you stay last night?
At McDevitt's, I got to drinking with Doyle and a couple of the guys.
That explains why you look so ill today. Did you get any sleep at all?
Not much. I had to share the room with another guy.
Did he snore?
Hardly. He was dead. Then Leary woke me in the middle of the night to help bail out the cellar.
The cellar was flooded?
Yeah, some idiot had left the faucet running,
And you say Pigram has disappeared?
without a trace. But my visit wasn't a complete waste of time.
Pigram's gem?
The Templars gem. Whoever Jacques Marquet is, he's in for a disappointment.
Jacques Marquet?
He's the guy who should have collected the gem from Fitzgerald.
What are your plans?
I want to find out who, what, or where Montfaucon was. All I've got to go by is the name and a picture of a hanged man.
Okay.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Sounds like a plan.
That's the tripod in the Crew Museum. That's the gem that Pegram found in Lochmarne. There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces. The Night Scroll bears a phrase in Latin. Through my teachings, you will be enlightened. There's a guy working on a loom. There's a guy with a sword and a bull. Between them is a gem supported by a tripod.
So, doesn't that goes together? But we don't actually have the tripod yet.
Look, Nico, a handful of plaster.
Yeah. Why is it that men never really grow up?
What's your problem, sister?
Your pockets stuffed with useless junk like little boys.
You never know when useless junk might come in handy.
The truest thing ever said in an adventure game. You pick up every piece of junk you can, and somehow it's useful.
I can't sit here all day, much as I'd like to.
Okay. Don't forget to look for Lopinot at the Kron Museum. And why don't you see if Russo has heard anything?
Okay. Anything else I can do for you while I'm out? Shopping, a trip to the laundromat?
Just take care of yourself.
Okay, this know where to go. So we need to go to the police station and the museum again. And that gave me an achievement. Let me save. Okay, let's start with the Police station.
Excuse me,
What do you want now?
have you heard of a man called Marquet?
Yes. He used to be known as the Mole of Montmartre. I heard he's been hospitalized, probably by one of his rivals.
Which hospital was Marquet taken to?
The Hagenmeyer Clinic in the Avenue des Hérissons.
Why was Marquet known as the Mole of Montmartre?
Because he lived in Montmartre, I suppose.
Yeah, but why the mole?
I don't know. Maybe he ruined people's lawns.
I'd like to report an assault.
Yes, monsieur? Where is the victim?
I'm the victim. I've been harassed by a pair of thugs.
I see. And where did this alleged assault take place?
Outside the Hotel Ubu. They stopped me as I was leaving and went through my pockets.
Could you describe the suspects, monsieur?
One looked like a gorilla, and the other looked like a weasel. Their names are Flap and Guido.
Bon. I'll get them this time.
What are you going to do about Flap and Guido, Sergeant?
I'm going to bust them, monsieur. For years I have been hoping to pin something on that pair. Now's my chance. I'll show them, and the inspector.
Thanks, Sergeant. Thanks for taking me seriously.
I'm only doing my duty, monsieur.
Is Russo here?
Yes, he is. You wish to speak to him?
Yes, I do.
One moment, monsieur. It's Stobart, monsieur. He insists on talking to you again.
Thank you, Moo. What now, monsieur?
Ever heard of a guy called Marquet? Jacques Marquet?
Marquet. I know the name well. He has a record for suspected blackmail, kidnapping, arson, and art theft.
An all-rounder, huh? How come he's on the loose?
His bravado is matched only by the courtroom skills of his attorney.
Have you heard of Professor Pegram, the archaeologist?
Molly Pegram, the second son of Lord Barclay Pegram.
I don't know. I only read about him in a magazine.
So much for the efficacy of rehabilitation. What has he done this time?
He made an important archaeological find in Ireland. Do you know Pegram well?
I have connections with the family, but I wouldn't say I knew him at all.
Is his name really Molly?
Of course not. That was the nickname he was given at school. All his friends and acquaintances know him as Molly.
Do you know a pair of thugs called Flap and Guido?
I have known those two since they graduated from special school. Flap is a nasty piece of work, but Guido is the real brains of the partnership. Where did you hear of them?
I met them out front of the Hotel Ubu. What do you make of this, Inspector?
Astounding. Where did you come by a stone like that?
I was given it by a man in a bar in Ireland. Do you recognize the gem?
It is unfamiliar to me. If such a jewel had been stolen, I would know it for sure.
So long, Inspector.
Oh well. A bit of information. To the museum now. Inside. make another save before I start anything.
I beg your pardon. Are you André Lobineau?
That's me. You want my autograph?
No, I was told you may be able to help me.
Help?
My name is George Stobart. I'd like your professional opinion.
Well, okay. Shoot.
Does the guy in this photograph look familiar to you?
No.
Does the name Montfaucon mean anything to you?
Sure. It was the most grisly spectacle in Paris until the Revolution.
A public toilet?
Montfaucon was the place of execution for many thousands. A dark temple of death, with row upon row of arches, each one framing a grim exhibit. Scores of rotting corpses swung on creaking rope, while the crows devoured their flesh.
That
That's a creepy
explains the
description.
image of the hanged man. I found a reference to Montfaucon in Ireland, in a village called Lochmarne.
Lochmarne! That's where Pegram was digging.
That's right. He'd left the excavation before I arrived. Do you know Pegram well?
Not really. I met him at a conference. I would have liked to talk to him in depth, but I didn't have time.
When was this?
Oh, back in the summer, July, I think.
The second week of July?
Maybe. Yes, it was, just before Bastille Day.
So Pegram was in Paris at the same time as the other victims.
Pardon? Victims of what?
Nothing. Just thinking aloud. Where was the site of Montfaucon?
To the northeast, near the Canal Saint-Martin, but there's nothing there now. The old gibbet was torn down during the Revolution.
I'd like your opinion on a medieval manuscript.
Vraiment? Do you have it with you?
No, it's too fragile. And besides, there are certain people who'd stop at nothing to get their hands on it.
Intriguing. Do you have a copy of the text?
There isn't much, only a few Latin phrases. I was kind of hoping you'd help decipher the pictures.
Without seeing the manuscript, that's a tall order.
Just tell me one thing. What does the image of two men riding on the same horse suggest to you?
The Knights Templar. Does the Templar seal appear on this manuscript? I'd love to see that for myself.
What do you make of this?
It's the biggest gemstone I've ever seen. Where did you get it?
From Professor Pegram's messenger boy.
Did Pegram find this on his dig?
Yeah, the site where this was found was a Templar castle. Do you think it could be part of the Templar treasure?
No, I shouldn't think so.
Can you tell me anything about the Knights Templar?
I sure can, Georgie. Soldiers, diplomats, mercenaries, monks, bankers, you name it, the Templars fit the bill. The greatest fighting force in Christendom, the militia of Christ.
Jeez.
Yeah.
How did the Templars get their name?
From the building in which they set up their headquarters. The King of Jerusalem gave them part of a mosque on the Temple Mount. It was said to have been the site of the original
Mount.
Temple of Solomon. The order became known first as the Knights of the Temple, and later as the Knights Templar.
You're a mine of information, Andre.
Glad to be of help, Georgie.
How come the Templars became so
I never
wealthy?
noticed playing
There
this
was
before.
a constant stream
Or
of new
generation.
recruits to their ranks, many from noble families. They were required to swear a sacred oath of poverty, chastity, and obedience. So, their money, goods, and lands were donated to the order. The Templars soon held land in France, Scotland, England, Spain, most of Europe, in fact. The poor Knights of Christ became the wealthiest power in Christendom.
Okay.
Is it true the treasure of the Knights Templar was never found?
Who knows? So little knowledge of what really happened remains. Or if it does, the truth has never been made public.
What do you mean by that?
The Templars have attained mythological status, like the King Arthur of the Britons. There are people even now who say the Templars still exist.
Do you think that's likely?
No, not for a minute.
The manuscript is being looked after by a friend.
In Paris?
Yeah, not far from here, in fact.
Well, just give me the address and I'll come round and take a look.
I'm not so sure about that. Maybe I should check with her first.
A female friend?
Yeah, she's a woman. Maybe it was my imagination, but I noticed a predatory look in his eye. Suddenly, this friendly historian had turned into the big bad wolf. Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
The case contained the tripod shown on the manuscript.
Yeah, which I still don't know how to get. Power later.
Hi, Nico.
What are you sounding so chipper about?
I'm full of the joys of the fall.
I can't imagine why.
Because Sergeant Moo has given me another lead. The guy who was supposed to collect the gem, Jacques Marquet.
You found him!
He's in a hospital here in Paris. I guess that was the killer's doing, to stop him meeting Pegram.
Maybe. Are you going to try to talk to Marquet?
What have I got to lose?
Plenty.
Have you found out any more about the Knights Templar?
Yes, I have. The guy responsible for their downfall was Philippe IV, the King of France, otherwise known as Philippe le Bel. Well, he is known to history as Philippe the Fair, but I doubt if the Templars called him that. I'm sure André will tell you all about him.
Do you mind if Lobineau sees the manuscript?
I guess not.
He wants to come over. Shall I give him your address?
Yes, that's fine. Maybe he'll make sense of the manuscript.
See you soon.
Yeah. See you.
Okay, so we go back to the museum and give him the address, or try and talk to the guy in the hospital. But both of this will wait for next time. It's time for me to finish for today, end it. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.